I'm currently waiting for my game to update. So if you're watching, please just be patient. The Steam version takes so long to update. I think I've just got it there though. Of course not, got the wrong version still. If Steam doesn't start the update soon, I might just use the non-Steam version. Wow, the Steam version really does take its time. Just gonna switch to the non-Steam version now. Be faster to update. But the sound might be a bit off, so it'd be nice if you could tell us if it's too loud. Okay, my game should be updated now. Yeah, I'm on 0.16.19 now. Please do say if there's any problems with the sound. Okay, I'm getting onto the server now. Sadly, I'm the only one on. Is the sound okay on this? Is the sound okay on this? Okay, it all looks good to me. I can stop playing now. I'm of course going to start by getting a bit of wood first. Wood can always come in useful when you need a few power poles. Over a random wooden box. I wonder how long it will take for the first person to join us. Okay, so first let's have a little bit look around the base where it currently stands. Oh, there we go, first person joining. So there's a nice big iron patch over here, with trains set up already, but it looks like it's taking quite a beating. We're using 141 trains, have to remember that. Always remember to put alt mode on. We've got a nice big smeltery here, which seems to be set up to be able to fully compress a belt. Which, if you didn't know, in the 0.16 update you can't use undergrounds to compress belts anymore. The copper supply is quite low. We'll have to look into sorting that. Steel and iron are fine. Absolutely nothing on the main bus. Just some belts. I'm surprised I managed to get so much rail going, but so little on the bus. Which I should probably go to protect. Yeah, there we go, by just destroying the main bus. Oh, that's interesting. Looks like they planned to make the main bus here, but they've decided to make it on the opposite side instead. Oh, coal is quite low as well. So copper and coal. Do we have any signs set up on this map? We've had red and green, but that could just be a starter base. So we have two oil setups for some reason. One up there and one down here. Oh good, we've got another player now. Is that a car parked in the middle of the rails? Don't see any signs built anywhere. First I'll just get a few basic materials. You know, just to craft stuff when I need it. Well, hello new viewers, just got some over. I've just joined the server and currently looking to see if there's any more stuff that needs doing. And to be honest, there's not much here. Don't see any science. All we have is a rail system connected to iron. I'll zoom out on the map for you so you can see. Got a big railway here, which looks like it's going to loop round the base. Got a small iron outpost, which is, I believe, the main supply of iron. A little bit up here and a little bit down here, and that's about it. Got a bunch of stone. Never know when we'll need that much stone. And we're aiming towards this coal. As you can see, we need the coal desperately. All our smelters are currently running low. Rip Peter. Okay, so let's go and see if there's any copper on the map. once I've sorted my hotbar out. Yeah, I'm playing on multiplayer. Hey, did I spy one or something? Yeah, hi Skyman. Currently I'm just sorting out my hotbar. That game has just left. He's gonna rejoin using Steam. You know, just got to get him Steam hours up. We are currently on the newest version, which is 0.16.19. All you do is look for Explosive Gaming S1 and press join. There's of course other servers, but this is the one I'm currently playing. And this map's only been up for about 4 hours, and we reset the server every 72 hours. We have 3 separate servers which are on rotation, so if you like early game you can always play early game. If you like late game, you always have the chance to play late game. But currently this isn't even looking like mid game yet, we don't have any science. Now I'm gonna go and set up some basic red and green science. I need gears. Is any gear crafting? Well, I tend to prefer late game, but my computer can't handle it. So for streams I'll most likely play early game, just so you get to see the most interesting part, like building up a factory. If I'm able to, I'll go into mid game into the second 24-hour period. Really disappointed that there's no gears. Oh, well, 0.16.19. Most recent version. It just came out on Steam, so if you currently have the game open you have to restart. Oh no, there's some gears here. That's lucky. Loads of gears, in fact. So need some underground belts. Still don't understand how you can get an odd number. Okay, so what do I need to make the red and green science packs again? Just copper and iron gear wheels and inserters and transport belt. That should be the right ratio. I believe it's 1 to 10. I'll double check. So it requires 1 every 5 seconds. That makes 1 every half second, so that's 2 per second. Yeah, 1 to 10. So this should be able to make two. This should be able to make 2 red packs per second. Oh, I forgot. Standard transport belt. Oh look, one of the devs just joined. And yes, that is one of the developers of the game. Occasionally pops onto our server. Not too often, but every now and again. Hello new viewer. I'm currently just setting up red science. We've got one of the developers currently with us on the server. So if you have questions you want passed to him, just ask. This should be a pretty standard red sign setup. Nothing special with it, nothing too advanced. Just a belt of iron in, belt of copper, and you get red packs out. Okay, wow, that's a big desync. Wonder what caused it. My script doesn't say it has any errors in it, so it might be just be Factorio. Wow, it takes so long to download the maps after a desync. Even with fast or at least decent internet, it still takes ages. I may as well just quit and then rejoined. Let's hope for no second desync. Oh, it's downloading the map again. Or at least this time it's quick. Rip everybody. Slowly people will join back. Depends how good their internets are really. So this will be iron, this will be copper. Just need to set the inserters up for it. And I will be using regular inserters for this, since we don't need the fast of the fast inserters. But I will use fast for the gears, since you need to get a lot of iron in and get quite a few gears back out. This is just so you can get two different sides on the belt. Wow, another desync. I really hope this is just a developer messing with us. Not even gonna let it re-download, just gonna quit. Oh, it doesn't let you do it anymore. I'm busy pressing escape right now. Have to sit here and watch this slow progress bar go up because it won't let me quit. I'm sorry about this, but there's nothing really I can do apart from force close the game, but that'll probably take longer to load. Also, hello new viewers. The server I was on just desynced and it's taken forever to re-download. Looking in the Discord, we can see that the developer says it might be the biters. The developer said try killing all the biters. Just gonna give it a few minutes, see if we desync, and we desynced. Just jinxed ourselves there. The developer was wrong. He said it might be the biters, but didn't work there. third try lucky. And if I go silent a bit, it's just because I'm talking to the developer in the Discord. Still bite us. Don't know if the command just kills all units, I think. Let's see if it desyncs though. It's always nice being on a new version. You can't even play for 5 minutes without a desync. Okay, looks like no desync. I think I'll get back to making science now. Okay, back to making cyan. I'm gonna have input of this belt and output on that belt. Gonna need some more inserters. Don't need this belt here. Oh, desync again. This is just not working, is it? Someone in this update did this. And again, the very slow. Well, it's not actually that slow this time, but the slow download of the desynced map. Okay, we're gonna try and put it into peaceful mode, see if that affects it. Just looking through the API right now, trying to find what is needed. Oh, desynced. Didn't even have time to try and fix it. Okay, so what is it? 4th time lucky now? And this time I'll try peaceful mode. Okay, it's now peaceful mode, so it should be fine. Okay, so hoping for no desync. It's taken way longer than it should have to make this because of the desync. But it does look stable this time, so sorry for the interruptions. As always, if there's any suggestions, please just leave it in the chat. I will see it. And if you ask any questions, I'll try my best to respond as quick as possible. So I'm going to make a standard splitter now from a 4 wide main bus. Probably best to use red splitters for this, since the main bus is already red. But this is the standard for when you're splitting off a main bus, as it allows equal splitting of each belt and balanced output, like balanced side output. And there we have iron connected. Time for copper, and need a few more underground belts for. Looks like everybody has been able to rejoin again. Oh, I've messed this up, haven't I? No, I haven't. I thought I had. Ooh, we've got a Mac player. Okay, that's red science going. Just see if a yellow belt's in the throughput for copper or not. I'm waiting to watch this copper back up. Yeah, that copper looks like enough throughput. This wooden chest can be replaced with a requested chest later on, so we can empty the logistics system of any science packs. So time to move on to green science. Which is inserters and transport belt. Each one will need its own gear factory and also iron. Inserters will need green circuits, and that's everything. I believe it's 12 each side rather than 10. Yeah, 12 because 6 seconds. And one belt should be enough to supply both sides, but I'll need 2 machines of inserters. So that'll be 5 just for the intermediate products. I believe 1 gear factory is enough. Increases 2 a second. Consumes 2 per second. So yeah, it's the right ratio. I think 2 belts of iron should be enough. These centers ones will be for belt. Mess up that assembling machine. Again, need more inserters. So again, this is for side loading, so I can get 2 resources on the same belt. And I'll need green circuits being fed on these 2 belts. So I've got my green circuits input here. Got 2 belts of iron here, which will be split separately so you can get full throughput on both belts. And I'm using all fast inserters since this uses a lot of iron. So now I need 12 each side. And I don't have enough to make any. Trying to cancel it, why won't it let me cancel? Want to cancel it? Why can't I cancel the recipes? Can't cancel. Wonder if it's in my controls. Cancel, left to right mouse. It's pressing right. Shift left. No, won't let me cancel. Just checking the permission groups to make sure it's all okay. Because there's an option to block cancel crafting. No, cancel craft is ticked. Well, we just found a new bug in the game. Well, I hope he looks into it. Bugs are always annoying. And the sooner it's fixed, the better. Okay, so if I connect these iron lines and the green circuits, I should be getting belts and inserters here. Again, standard setup for the balancer. Would need more red underground belt first. Or some more splitters. Okay, that's green circuits connected. Time for the two iron lines. And the other one down here. One short. Easily crafted though. Oh, just the right distance to be able to fit that in. So many underground needed. Okay, so should have enough underground to get there. If not, I'll just have to handcraft some. Hello, new viewer. Currently setting up green science. We are also talking to one of the developers of the game, and we're busy testing for desyncs and bugs. Well, we were, he's just left. Hopefully to fix the bug we just found. Just connecting iron to the green science park factory. If you do have any questions, please just leave them in the chat. Okay, we have inserters, why no belt? I forgot the inserter here. And that should be belt being made? Yes it is. We are 4 hours into the game and have no proper science set up. We don't even have any labs built yet. Currently just stockpiling red science in this chest. One of our moderators is currently trying to set something up. By the looks of it, it is for green science as well. Or at least, yeah, green science. Which is a shame considering I've just spent time setting this one up. But his is a lot more compact. So once I connect this, it should be green science set up. Stream looks a little bit dark, so I'll craft some lights and place some lights down for you. Oh, I've forgotten inserter here as well. So we've got green science and red science being produced. I really don't want to mess with blue science right now. I might try and make military if somebody else doesn't. Oh well, never mind. There's no red and green science researchers left. Only red, green and military or red, green and blue. I hope that our smelting will be able to keep up with this. Considering it's the only thing here, it should have no problem. Well, there's all this, but you know, it doesn't really matter. I don't think this will consume too much. Should I belt this up to here, where the other labs are? Looks like copper's going down though. Very little copper still. Wait, there's no point building it, I just remembered. There's no red and green science left. Like, technologies left. We currently have 16 players online. Let's see if there's any copper. There's a bit of copper there. Some copper here which looks like it's been mined. Quite a bit of copper up here, 2.6 million. Loads of copper, 3.4. Another huge one down here. So there's plenty of copper on the map, but why aren't we mining any yet? There's a small train there. Where does our train go? Unload copper. Do we have an unload for copper? Copper unload. Oh, up here. It looks like they're trying to make a proper four-way junction. Four lanes as well, so it's going to be quite complex when it's done. Quite big. I understand how trains work, but if you don't in chat, please just say. I'll try and explain them the best I can. Oh, I did. I accidentally made 4 per second. Yeah, I'm quite confused now. People saying, oh, building science. Pretty sure this is the main bus that they're using. As we've got iron unload up here, smelters and then iron. And I wouldn't exactly call this the main science setup. Look at that science production statistics though. 160 per minute. So this is producing just under 3 packs per second. Considering it can produce 4, I'm guessing it's just because of the inserter bottleneck. I think they messed up. Yeah. He says he's messed up the signals. Let me just bring up the train overlay. No, not that one. Trying to find the path. No, real signals. I'm sure there is one in here. Yeah, that can be useful. Where's the one for the trains? If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's when it highlights the colours. Just gonna go through all the options till I see it. I know that's train path. I'm almost 100% sure there is one in here. Well, that's useful. I wish I knew about that one earlier. That is really useful. But still not the one I was looking for. And if you don't know, you bring that menu up by pressing F4. You get lovely detailed info like this. So you can see exactly what's happening in your base and what's causing problems. Of course at the cost of updates per second. But that one is really useful. Being able to see the trains, the signal states on the map. not consider having that on always. So yeah, I'm gonna have that on all the time. That's really useful to have. You can spot any problems in your rail network. See nice messes like this, or nice tidy ones like this, or how we have no signals at all down here. I'm guessing blues the change signals. Okay, so what needs doing? Can't just stare at the map all day. Remember what I was going to show now. This, I was looking for the option to show this all the time. If you do know how to do that, please say. I'll go have a look at oil. Okay, so there's quite a bit of background noise now, but all the talking stopped, so I'm fine to continue talking. Sorry about that, Factorio was just being a bit loud. What I'm currently doing is upgrading to have stack inserters on copper, so that this mine over here can load faster. Stack size of 4 is better than the stack size of 2 on the regular ones. I believe it's currently at 2. Yes, it's currently at 2. So when the train gets back, it should be able to load much faster now. And here comes the train. Could possibly do with a few mines, but it looks like he's already got covered. Oh, that's a problem. It's been set to do full cargo, but you can't fill these wagons with this setup. Where's the second station this goes to? Oh, it goes here. So I'll need to fix this. Just gonna do a standard small little balance, well, not perfectly balanced, but moderately balanced loading setup. Almost forgot the boxes. Oh, again, this crafting. I'd rather just cancel this craft and go get some green circuits. I believe this is already balanced. Yeah, this pot's already balanced. So that part there would be unneeded. And there we have all the copper being loaded into the train. But nowhere near enough miners. I'm gonna head back to the base just to get some green circuits and hopefully some I've got loads of miners on us. So I best head back. Okay, the background noise should be gone. Believe it is. We're just going to be setting up some more miners here, as we need a lot more miners. I'll also collect some of these dead miners. Power's been cut. Oh, power was cut on the junction. Okay, power should be connected again. Are there any more dead miners here? Doesn't appear to be. Don't have any gears. Need underground belt for here. Not very much underground belt, but still need some. Trying to think the best way to connect this. Going back to spawn to get some gears, because I remember there was a big gear chest. Oops, went to the wrong spawn there. Well, wrong wall point. And yes, here it is. 1000 gears. That should be more than enough. Just need to get back to here, which is the closest warp point. Probably iron there. So that is iron west. Shouldn't take too long to walk back to the mine. I was just thinking there, why haven't we been attacked by biters? And I remember we had to put onto peaceful mode to stop the desyncs. No, it's not as fun without the biters. They really are a core part of the game. Once you get red belts, it's the only thing you ever really use. You never go back to yellow. If you do go back to yellow, well, it's normally just for small things, rather temporary. Blue belt is a lot less often used. Just seeing if there's actually any backlog here, or if it's still fine. I might have to add a splitter onto here and feed it into this part. So far looks fine. And that's quite a big boost to the copper here. Okay, so this train should be filling up. It's almost there. We now have 14 players online. And the map has been on for 5 hours. Get my lucky fish, even though they will never be needed ever. Just gonna ride this train back. More for the journey than anything, since we've got the warp points. Good, there's a bit backlog here. All the trains want to come down here. Okay, train's moving now. I'll probably stop the stream in 15 minutes, just for the remaining watchers. Remaining viewers, I should say. Ooh, fancy junction. Looks really nice on the map. Here's a completed one. So we've got plenty of iron, bringing in copper now, so there shouldn't be many more problems. Do we still have a coal problem down here? That's the question. Yes, we still have a problem with coal. Big bit of coal here. That will probably remain the sole supplier for the power plant. How's oil doing? Considering this is the main base one, there really is not much here. Look at those colour changes. The beauty of using trains. This doesn't look good. Looks like there's a backlog, like some limiting factor here. And here we go. It's here. That should ease the problem. I'll use the new priority splitters as they prioritize inputs. How to fully condense belts properly now. Don't really need to prioritize outputs, but inputs are what need to be prioritized. There we have two fully compressed copper lines. May as well do the same here as well. Much easier to compress belts now. Okay, nice, we've got I believe it's fully operational. Well, apart from one thing. Oh, we're missing two things. Missing coal here. And we don't have any gun turrets being made, not even set up to be made. Looks to be it's going to be made here. Ooh, that's a problem. I can fix that and I'll get coal going again. Do I have enough red belt? No, I don't. Do I have enough red belt now? Of course I do. Well, if that's not enough, well, we have a separate problem then. And somebody's already started to do it. Oh, I forgot to grab green circuits again. Now I've got to wait again. Also, one viewer who are watching me, would be nice to know if you're actually watching or if you're just AFK. Because if you are actively watching, I thank you for it. Oh, we're running off reserves here. Yes, very little coal here. And these reserves aren't going to last very long. May as well just completely disconnect this. And if you're wondering, I'm doing this just so to know who did it. Just so to know it's disconnected for a reason. Just making sure I can get all the possible coal to the smeltery. As soon as we can get this to back up, the better. Where is the coal coming from for here? Right, is it just solid fuel? It's just solid fuel, nothing else. Got plenty light oil, we should just be making more. Oh, I mustn't forget, need to get electric circuits. Just a note, I do believe that's the wrong ratio now. But I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure it's 1 to 6 now. That makes 2 every second. That requires 4 every 6, which is 2 every 3. So in 3 seconds, this can make 6. That requires 2 every... So yeah, it's 1 to 6, not 1 to 8. One more of these should be enough. I can always add more later. So this should hopefully provide priority to the solid fuel rather than use our limited supply of coal. If all else fails, we will just rely on the coal. Yes, this is a public server. Currently have 12 players online. And it's been on 5 hours and 13 minutes. The server I'm playing on is Explosive Gaming S1. If you want to join, feel free to. I'm not the owner. If you look in the player list in the top left here, you can see the owner, and I help manage the server. So all the script here, I help design and make. I basically just help keep the server running. So when it goes down, I put it back up again. If you're wondering which version we're on 0.16.19. It still doesn't look like we have enough coal. Even though we're using coal and solid fuel here, it's still not enough. The name was Explosive Gaming or EXP Gaming S1. We're currently just waiting on more coal, which finally looks like it's actually backing up here. And we're also just getting advanced circuits going. If there is any problem with the sound or lighting or anything, please just tell us. Okay, what is needed here? Needs copper and gear wheels. A lot of gear wheels. And a lot of copper. I'm not, but the server owner is. I'm English, our community manager's French, and the owner is Dutch. I'm currently just setting up the iron gear wheels for here. I'm planning to have a second belt of iron be used, since this uses a lot of iron. Just so you know, I'm thankful that you're watching the stream. I've just started recently and every view to me counts. Currently only 2 viewers, but 2 viewers is almost the most I've ever had. I think the absolute max I've had is 9, but that was only for like a few minutes before it dropped quite far back down again. Yeah, that's why I've picked Factorio. Not many people watch it, but the people who do watch then tend to stay around. Is that 5 views or 5 followers? Because if it's 5 views, that is quite good for starting. Considering I've only got 10 followers, and most of them from the Discord. I've currently got one of my friends who hosts me, and that's about it. Now why is there no iron here? Okay, there we go, got gun turrets going again. I'm hoping the long-handed inserters are fast enough to keep up with the production. They do seem to be. So that should be military science going now, which it is. I'm going to start boxing it up so we can have a surplus of it when we need it. Currently where we're making blue science? I wonder whether we had any blue science yet. There's none up here. Oh, we've got some blue science here. Quite a bit of it as well. I still don't really understand why we're doing it by train. Maybe it's for the plastic. Currently working out how to do all, I believe it's 7 science packs. We've got enough for 6 there, not enough for 7 though. You know we've got too much iron when we only use red belt. Even for science, only using red belt. So that's red, green, and military packs sorted. Just making plans for the future so we can fit in more belts. So we finally have science going again. Should probably add quite a few more labs to this, just so we can get back up to speed. I did just craft some labs, where did they go? Did I use all of them? Okay, we've got quite a lot of labs now. And we're just about to unlock laser turrets. Please consider following us, and also see you. Yeah, thanks for the follow. Just got the notification. I do hope to stream tomorrow, but it all depends. So see ya. Hopefully I'll catch you on another stream. Okay, just about to finish up this. Oh, I need more green circuits again. Still the bug of the auto not being able to cancel the crafting. Hello, hello new viewer. I'm busy just finishing science right now, as we've just finished setting up the new science area. The old one managed to get us with green science, but not blue science or military. But there's currently a bug where we can't cancel crafting queues. So I'm stuck making all these electronic circuits that I've got in my inventory. If there are any questions, just leave them in the chat. I'll answer as soon as I see them. This bug is really annoying, because it's so long to craft the circuits that I already have. And just for the remaining viewers, I do plan to end in 10 minutes. Unless there's a sudden spike in viewers, then I will end. I will give more notice close to the time. Okay, so now we've got blue science coming in. So we've got red, green, blue, and military science. If we look here, we're making roughly, I believe that's 1 every 2 seconds for blue and military, and we're making around 4 every second for red and green. I believe this is able to make more, but it currently isn't due to a lack of, what is it currently lacking? Due to a lack of iron. And it looks like iron foop. Wait, no, because these are all crafting. Can't see what it's a lack of. Is it just pure assemblers? $11 there. 10. This needs 1 every 10. So yeah, that'll be it. You just don't have enough gun towards being made. We do have a small backlog though, so hopefully that'll keep us through. Just get us through the small ones, which only because a lot of the early to mid game researchers that require military don't require many, and then the later game ones don't require any at all. For luck, yeah, we've done most of it. Didn't realise we were so far ahead already. So you're just cruising through the research at this point. This requires 30 seconds at 250, and just look how fast it goes. So yeah, I probably will just make more red circuits, just based on this discussion. Oh, they're right, we do need more plastic. Where's North getting oil? Yeah, there's not much oil there either. To be honest, there isn't much oil anywhere in this map that I can see clearly. Oh, up here. Somebody's even marked it. But that's a huge base. Any that don't require writing out a massive biter base? Possibly over here, but then biters. Yeah, that looks like the only option. Okay, I'll be ending the stream in about 5 minutes now. 5 minutes time. So if there's any questions, or if you haven't followed yet, please do. Any questions, please leave them in the chat. I do plan to stream tomorrow, but if someone comes up that's more important, I'll have to do that. Now there's a lot of green circuits here. 50k green circuits. That's so many. Before I go, I'll check on coal. See if, yeah, it's sort of backed up, but not really. Wait, it's backed up here, but not here. Why is that? Oh, there's a missing underground belt here. Maybe it was removed on purpose? Because there's no more production here? Could be. Yet another dead miner up here. This supply is still lasting. This has been keeping us going for the past few hours now. Okay, I'll be ending the stream there. If you're currently watching and haven't followed, please consider following and joining me on the Discord. I do plan to stream tomorrow, but if something comes up I'll have to do that instead. Thanks for watching, and I'll hopefully see you next stream.